Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is day 6, and today we're going to show you how to actually make the funnel.
Yay!
So by now you've been exposed. You've seen the process where we're, thinking things through. We've talked about your marketplace. We've talked about what are the things that you actually like. You've seen a little bit of Aweber. So now you get to see how a real funnel is going to be put together, and you're going to hear the thought process in which we start with the defined result, like where you want the person to end up, and the path that we're going to take them to get there. Okay, so let's just remind ourselves here. The point of the funnel, we have the end point, right? And the end point is the result that they want. And then the funnel is where we lead them to get to the end point, which causes them to click, give them your name and email address, and permission to then market to them. Okay, so we just want to help you through your mindset and understanding what this is, and that you are accessing permission to now market to your perfect customer. Okay, so whatever you create, whatever you put in front of them is going to be for your perfect customer. If that person gets into your email list and decides, hey, this isn't what I thought it was, this isn't for me, no harm, no foul, it's okay. You're creating content for your perfect person, okay? So we want to remember that it's not rejection, it's simply you're sorting through the people that want to hear what you are offering, okay? You're solving problems for them and not the other person. If the other person's like, hey, you know what? That wasn't my problem. Then, you know what? Good. Now you know. Now you know you're getting very specific to your right person. So are we ready to get started, Brooke?
Yes.
Awesome.
Definitely.
Okay, so Brooke is going to show us how we can find the training inside of the MLSP back office in order to learn how to start up this process of beginning the funnel. We're going to walk you through it. We're going to show it to you also, but we want you to have the resource yourself to see it explained even further on your own, so that you're not confused, or if we skip something, right? So, yay. Go ahead and share your screen with us. Oh.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so we're going to go in to MLSP. I'm going to go log in down here. Oh. Okay, and to get to your funnels, so you can go to my website, MLSP Funnelizer, and you've got right here, there is a video that you can watch that will walk you through some of the beginning. Then you've got right here, it says, do not move on until you have watched the videos below. Click the blue instructions button now. Now, MLSP actually has a training set up for you on how to do some of this stuff. So if there's some questions that you have, you want to get a little more in depth with things that we have not covered, you can find more in here. So you've got part 1 is the settings and house cleaning. That's a lot of that is what I walked you through setting up. But you can go in here. They've got a couple other quick tips that you may find helpful. Creating your first capture page. That is, what is it? We'll go over creating your capture page and lead into an MLSP system campaign. Have your first page set up in second. So that's the page that you see where we create your picture with your either video picture or your opt-in and to get to your offer. So then you get part 3, creating your first full funnel. This is all the way from start to finish, how to create the capture page, the sales page, and goes very in depth to what you can do with your funnel. You can, then down here, new funnelizer updates. So depending on what subscription you have, you may or may not have the option to have your own domain. And your domain is just a really fancy way of saying your own personal website without anything else added in. So like if you leave it as just the MLSP version, like mine is, what did we see? Brooke54.gopages. Blah, 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 blah. If you don't want that super long link, you can, with certain ones, create your own domain with Funnelizer. And this is Mastery members only. Mm-hmm. So if that is a route you want to go, you will be able to have that. So this next video, the short walkthrough, will show you how you can start using your own domain with Funnelizer. This will get in depth to show you that. Again, not all of us have it, so not something we're going to go over. Timers, webinars on air, go to webinar integration, labels, and tracking. If you want to get even more technical and be able to keep track of things and put a little sense of urgency, these videos will show you exactly how to do that. Timers are really good because if there's a deadline, it kind of forces people to really make a decision instead of just kind of dancing around it. It's yes or no, because once the timer's up, it's up. Mm-hmm. And then Aweber users only, create a phone field in Aweber if you want to collect phone numbers. We're not going to be collecting phone numbers through this just for our purposes in here currently. But if you go on with us, I can show you how to do that. Phone numbers, if the people trust you and give you the phone number, it's a really good way to also follow up to make it a more personal follow-up as well. So we're going to go in here. Oh, I didn't fix mine. So if you set it where you get pop-ups, this will open up in a different thing. So then we've got where we can create our funnel. Mm-hmm. We're going to move Michelle 1,000 times around here.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically you would just click the launch funnelizers to get to this part of the funnelizer where you're actually doing the work, right? So the first part was just to see the different trainings. A lot of times they say, you know, open up the trainings, toggle the instructions, and then open up a separate area where you're actually building the funnel, so going back and forth, so you're following along, which I thought was kind of helpful, right?
Yeah, you can have it open as you're building it. Mm-hmm. That way you can go through. And remember, like we keep saying, you're funneling people, so your funnel starts with the big end and goes through to a tiny little hole. If you think of a real funnel, that's exactly what I'm doing here. So you'll see things like a ton of people clicking, but these are the only people that opted in. So that's what we want. Those are the people that are actually interested in what it is that I'm offering.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's really good. I think like understanding that's not like a form of distaste for what you're putting out there for the content you're creating. It's a form of only capturing those who want to hear from you. You know, it's kind of like in social media, they're so bombarded with all this information coming at them that they just scroll by. And if somebody is interested, they might comment on your posts, they might engage on a few of your things, they might follow you for a little while, but they don't know what to do next. And that's what this is doing. This is capturing their information so that they're saying, hey, I really like what you have. I want to know more.
Mhm.
now you're able to promote to them and give them more exposure to what is being offered. So hopefully that mindset is helpful to understand like what exactly is happening.
And think about like how much time that saves you if you're not spending all that time with people who aren't interested. That gives you more time to look for more people.
Mm-hmm. And work on your content,
Mhm.
and to do research on your market and to learn more skills and to create more offers. I mean, I think I would rather spend my very limited time finding ways to put offers in front of people, and then just in designing it in such a way that it maximizes your actual time. Like, okay, so I created this piece of content for my perfect person, and it's going to do the work for me while I'm doing the laundry, while I'm going to work, while I'm doing all of the things, right? So now we get to see me actually build a funnel step by step, so you can see the thought process and see how simple it is to actually build that up. So are we excited or are we excited? Yay! So here we go. We'll go in to my screen. And so what I want to create, you guys, is I offer what's called the 3-day side hustle experience. So my end goal here is that I want to be able to invite people to this 3-day side hustle experience to look at is, adding a side hustle experience, aka a network marketing business, affiliate business, whatever it is, a fit for your life. So I'm not saying, hey, buy my thing or join my team. I'm simply inviting them to take a look at, some information that I've put together for them to find out, maybe I need extra money for A, B, C, or D. But is a side hustle the answer to solving that problem for myself? So that they're getting exposed to myself and what I offer, but also learning something from it. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to invite them to this 3-day side hustle experience and take part in viewing the 3 days of videos where we talk about this and educate them on the process of determining if this is something they want to do. In the meantime, I'm capturing their email address so that I can start, emailing them information in regards to different people who are making it happen with affiliate marketing, making it happen with network marketing, and then blend in there information on my own company and my own business, and teaching them, ways to save money or make money or to become debt free, right? So I'm specifically going to target and teach the people that want to hear what I have to say about this process, and then leading them to the solutions. You know what I mean? So like then I can expose them to marketing webinars. I can expose them to affiliate marketing, whatever that might look like. I can then expose them to all this information so they can gather that up, and I can then fit in my offers. I can offer them to say, hey, we're doing this webinar where we're talking about my company, and let them decide if they want to come to it, right? And it's just an opportunity for them to continuously gather information and do their own research. Okay, so that's my end goal. That is my end goal. That's what I want to happen. But in the back of my mind, I know that the relationship is going to form because I'm going to be deliberately and intentionally offering them value, but then also providing a way for them to join me. So if that's something they want to do, I'm going to be inviting them. Okay, so let's go into my account. And under my websites to MLSP Funnelizer. And now we're ready to launch the funnelizer. So I click on the box. Okay. So we know we need to go over here and create a funnel. And my funnel name is going to be the 3-day side hustle experience. Okay, so I'm naming my funnel the 3-day side hustle experience because I want to remember what I'm inviting them to. Okay. And my slug is going to be side hustle. Okay. And the slug is basically a way for you also, I think it's to track where they came from. Oh, did I already do this one? I'll do it again. All right, the side hustle. Okay, so now here's where we're going to determine which of the funnels that we want to use. Okay. I'm going to name it still the 3-day side hustle experience. And the slug is going to be the side hustle. And now I'm going to click on the save page, or wait, no, not yet. I have to pick my thing. Use my template. All right, so you can see here that these little names underneath each of these pages where it says opt-in pages, opt-in pages, opt-in pages, that means that's a place for someone to opt in, right? Sign up to get into your email list. And these are all also opt-in pages. More opt-in pages. More opt-in pages. These are thank you pages. I'm just showing this to you so you can see what's there. Sales pages, where you can actually capture and collect money. Webinar registration pages. And then there's just like some miscellaneous pages. But remember, we're keeping it really, really simple. But I want you to know what's possible, okay? You can create funnels that will actually take a sale right there for you, okay? But we're doing this really, really simply. So I'm going to decide which one do I want to do. Which one do I actually want to do? Okay. I'm not giving anything away for free in this one, which maybe actually we should do because that's part of this class. What was I thinking? We were thinking we were going to show you how to put one together. I was like, which one do I actually really need to make? Okay. So let's go ahead and I will create a free report. That seems like it makes sense. And we'll teach that inside the email. All right. So here's what the funnel looks like. Okay. So now I've done some research on what my market is looking for and the language that they're using, which is what we talked about in your market research video. And so you can see here in my group where I've taken the language that they're using that my marketplace is interested in finding out. And I'm going to take what I use in this description and I'm going to implement that into what I say in this very short section, this small area where you don't have much time to say anything, but you need to capture their attention. Okay, so maybe I'll say read this free report, and then I'll go in here and I'll say something like I'm going to think it through because what's the most captivating thing to say? What can a side hustle business do for you? Does that make sense? Does that sound like something you would click on, Brooke?
Definitely.
Okay. Or maybe I could say, Can a side hustle help you create a debt-free life? What do you think of that? So I'll offer a free report, and I'll show them what the statistics are for that. Would you click on that?
Yeah, I would click on that. If I was looking for something, if I was someone who had more debt than I knew what to do with and needed something else alongside what I was doing in order to pay off those bills, that type of person would be looking for that.
Yeah. Or I could even say something like, can a side hustle work for, or let's see. I usually sit and brainstorm like this. I literally do this. I say it out loud. I'll say something like, can you create a side hustle with a family?
Or if you want to give them like a hint of what's in the report, you can do like say you've got 3 ways that a side hustle, or 3 ways you can build a side hustle with a busy family or something like that.
I love that.
Showing them a little bit of what's inside, like a little sneak preview.
I love that. 3 ways a side hustle. And what do we say? 3 ways a side hustle is possible. No.
3 ways you can build a side hustle with a busy family.
Yes. So you need to, I think I love brainstorming out loud, because when you hear it, you can then, decide, like, is that something I would actually care about? Is that something I would read? And so just kind of like think of it that way and just keep saying it out loud. Kind of like, if you've ever had to like name something, you might say the name out loud and say, do I like the sound of that? I don't know if I like the sound of that. So just kind of like brainstorm it a little bit. And this can be edited even after you've created your funnel. If you change your mind and you don't like it anymore, you can change your funnel to, just kind of like implement more of like, or say more of what you actually need. Okay. So if you're creating it and you're like, oh, darn it, it's not what I really wanted. So this is the part where we're going to show you how you can go ahead and change this image. Okay. And actually, I need to save my changes. Don't forget to save. Yep, save your changes. Here's where this is settings. It'll say media, right? So I've added some media in here already, but I haven't added in the actual image that I want to use for this particular funnel. And I want the media that I'm using to match my Facebook group, so they know that they've made it into where all this information is going to be, because I'm eventually going to lead them into this group. Does that make sense? Okay. So I'm going to click on this button. It says Add New Image. And this button says Choose File. And I'm going to go into my own downloads and find the image, the 3-day side hustle experience. Open that up. And do you hear Quinn singing?
I do.
Home-based business. Okay. And I'm going to upload that. Okay. Did I go too fast? Hopefully not. Okay. She's into Frozen. Okay. So now I've got my media uploaded. I'm going to click on this image here, and this button here, change image, is where I'm going to find my media. Oops. When she's famous, people are going to say, I remember. Okay, so, all right. I'm not totally sure I love that, to be completely honest.
So with this funnel, that picture will go to the bottom.
Okay.
So, like when they click the link, it'll have the this free report piece up top, and then your picture is at the bottom of that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Perfect. Now, save my changes. And you guys can test this too. So like if you're making it and you're like, I don't love it, you can switch it around. So here is page properties.
You want edit form fields.
Right. So you can click this button, edit form fields. So here it gives you the different placeholders that you can choose from, right? So it only has email as an option, but I want to add in a name. So I'm going to choose this drop-down box under add a new form field name, and then click on the blue button, add a new field. Okay. And so you can see how it says email address here and name here. That means that's how it's going to show on your funnel. But I think it looks better to have the name on top. So I'm going to click this little blue arrow to click it up. And then I'm going to close it. And you can see here, we've added in this box. It says enter your name, enter your email address. I think it's appropriate to say free instant access here for the report. Because I'm sending them something that they want to know. Like, oh wait, this, I swear, did you guys not see me hit save changes? Because I did. Okay. 3 ways a side hustle. What did we say that?
3 ways you can build a side hustle with a busy family.
With a busy family. Okay. Now here, the free report will be emailed to the address you enter above. But I want to add in something a little more special here. I want to say, learn how you can create a lifestyle with an online business. I'm going to get really specific to that. Okay. Yeah, I think that's how I want to say it. I think that's what I want to say, my friends. Email to the address you enter above. I'm going to change that around to the free report. Free report. I'm going to change this around. We'll show you why you would want to start a side hustle and how and learn and
American Idol from this video.
This is like all day, every day, guys. So you guys are always invited to come over and learn. Okay, so now it looks like I shadowed that. Let me just fix that up. Oops, don't want that. So I'm clicking here is that this somehow background color came up, okay? So I'm trying to take away the color. There we go. So you can change the way the lettering looks with the bold, italics, underline, strike throughs, the size, background colors, and the foreground color. So I might even underline that to capture their attention a little bit more. Right? Okay. All right. Are we liking this so far?
Yeah.
Super simple. Super duper simple.
Did you want to do a background image for it?
I do. And I need to find one, don't I? So Pixabay is like one of my favorites. You can sign up for a free account. And I tend to like
Coffee cups.
Coffee cups. I do, and I love books, so I'm thinking,
That one on the left right there, yeah.
Yeah, this is what I use. I love using this one. I might even have this saved in there already. I'm gonna save this. Black coffee. So I downloaded it to my computer, and now I'm going to go in and save my changes. Everyone sees that, right? So save. And I'm going to upload some more media under the settings, right? And I'd also like this one. Maybe I already want this one that I already have. Nah, let's do the one I just did. There we go. And okay. I'm going to call it Coffee and Book. I do a lot of things around books. I don't sell coffee, you guys. I just happen to like coffee mugs. All right. So back in to the funnelizer. I'm going to click on funnelizer and go back down to my giraffes. Yeah, I did start one. But I forgot I started it. Oh well, I can delete it and redo it for you guys. So I'm going to go and edit. Oh, did I do that too fast? Probably. Let's go back. Let's go back so you can see that. I'm going to my drafts. I'm clicking on this, and it gives me the edit, preview, or delete option. Clicking on edit, and then I'm clicking on this little asterisk thing or gear, and I'm going to click edit page. And now I'm going to click on this background image. Okay. And click on change image. I'm going to select my coffee and book. Do I love it? I don't know if I love that. I'm going to change my image to see if this one looks better. Whoops. What's going on here? Leave. Okay, edit page. Go to my background image. Change my image. I'm going to see if this one looks better. I think that looks better. What do you think?
I think so. The color contrast looks way better.
Yeah. I might even investigate a little bit further to see if I can get more of this coloring going on, the outdoor stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oopsie. So if you go to Pixabay, you can type in what you're looking for. Oops. I can spell, I promise. Outdoors activities. Okay. All right, I like this one. Or this one. This is bike riding. That's amazing. Okay. Oh, I like this one too. Let's see. That might go with the colors.
It might be better with the person on the side too and not behind your
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Kind of giving that feel of like, this is what I want to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be doing this kind of stuff rather than, you know, being forced into my job and, you know, hitting that emotional pain point, right?
Chained to your desk.
Chained to your desk. Oh my gosh, yes. Eve, okay. Add new image. So use your images that, you know, really tell your story and what you're trying to offer to and appeals to the person who, where did I put that? Might be interested in what you have, right? Create that emotional image. Girls out. I'm going to say fishing. But it needs to look good too, don't you? I mean, it needs to have an attractive flow. So we're going back down into drafts. And we're going to edit that. Click on this little thingy majingy, the gear. All right, going back into background image. I'm going to change our image to this fish, this one. What do you think? Is that too busy? Now with the girl?
I don't know. I kind of like that one.
All right, well, let's check it out. How do you side hustle? It is kind of fun, right? Because you're showing, you know, Kendra's at the beach. We're out bike riding with our daughter, and they're out fishing. I would sign up for that.
Same.
Yeah. Okay, so now what do we want to happen? We want when they click.
You can either do the pop-up alert message, the go to URL, which you could, after they click, you could do the URL for the group.
Mm-hmm.
So that would automatically put them in where they can go see it. You'll still have their email,
Mm-hmm.
but it would put them directly into that group.
I think that's a good idea. Okay. So you go back to your group, and here is the link, which would be the URL, that you can plug in here. So enter the custom URL. That is my group. So that's where I want them to go after the fact, okay? You might lead them to a YouTube video that has more information. You could even lead them into another funnel that is a video that gives them more information and leads them down another path. But we're just going to keep it really super simple here. Okay. So the button here, we could change. This is the button, right? The default background style.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So save changes.
If you don't learn anything else from this video, always save your changes.
Yes. And so now we want to also edit our integrations here because we want it all to be linked up to our autoresponder, which is what's going to be the communicator to your new customer, new client potential in automation. Okay, so here's where you click on the button and it says select an integration. We should show you actually the videos, the MLSP videos actually shows you how to do your integrations. So for the sake of this time and this video, we're not going to go through that whole process. You can learn that by watching the MLSP videos. Okay. So I've integrated my Aweber, and MLSP is automatically there. Okay. So I'm going to click on Aweber, and I'm going to choose my list, which is going to be my main list. Okay. And then I'm going to also add integration. Click on add integration. Now I want to also, like Brooke was mentioning in the other video, add in my MLSP integration just in case something goes tricky, right? So I'm going to click on here, no label, add integration. Okay, and close. Save changes. Okay, so now we can go ahead and publish our changes. And then we can go back over here to Funnelizer and move. Are you guys seeing me move this little screen here around on my I want to preview this. Do you guys want to see it previewed? Yeah.
Yeah, let's see that.
Okay. Yes, we do. Okay, so how do you
Ooh,
side
like
hustle?
that.
Do you like it?
I do. I like that your picture ended up more in the sky, so the color kind of matches more up there too.
Cool. Okay, hopefully this works. How do you side hustle? I do love the message of how do you hustle, because no one's hustling in these pictures, right? I am a little concerned about the words being blurred out with the trees in the background, because like Brooke was saying, this is see-through.
You could also make them bold, make them stand out more.
I wonder, what if I change my wording over to 3 ways you can build a side hustle? You can build a side hustle and enjoy your freedom.
That picture explains it a lot too.
I think that's better. All right, we're going to go back here. And you guys are seeing it live. I mean, I knew where my end goal was, but you do have to go through the process of like deciding what are you going to say, but playing around with it is really, you have that option.
I would make that bold.
Okay.
Also.
Oops. And I wonder if this is even black. Okay, so let's check the color. Black. Hey, bold. What? Exciting. Save changes. I get really excited. Now remember, publish changes after the fact. All right.
And refresh it.
And refresh it. You want to see, make sure it's there. 3 ways you can build a side hustle and enjoy your freedom. What? I think that's amazing. Now this isn't bold, so I might want to do that. So I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to click bold. I'm going to change the color to black. Okay. I like the orange button a lot. That's really good. And
you should put how do you hustle up there.
On here? Oh.
Not up there.
On
where it says read this for your report.
Oh, how do you hustle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of a report?
Mm-hmm. And then on the button, you could do get your free report or get my free report.
Or we could say learn how.
Mm-hmm. go to the little black, item properties.
Oh yeah, there it is. Cool. Okay, so form button text. That's where you can change that. Okay. Learn more now.
Capitalize the M and the N. There we go.
Learn more now. Or find out how.
Sounds like a Dr. Seuss.
Learn more now. That's probably good. How do you use it? I might even change this over to how to create a debt-free life. Oh man, all my thoughts are going a little bit nuts. Okay. Enjoy your freedom. Debt-free family. No. Sorry, guys. This is a little off what I was going to go with. I like the free report. Wait. Learn how to learn how to.
You could also do, because it says 3 ways you can build a side hustle and enjoy your freedom.
Mm-hmm.
In that top part, you will learn, and then it flows into the 3 ways you can build.
Find out how. Or I can even remove this.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm going to do.
Go over to visibility. Nope. Item property.
Yep. Okay, so here, if you want this line to go away, choose the hide button.
And that solves our problem.
There you go. I think I like that one better.
Simple is awesome.
Okay, so I'm going to put on here, I'll change my word into here, access a free report. That will show you why you would want to start a hide hustle and learn how you can create a lifestyle with an online business.
I like it.
I like it too. That sounds more like me. And publish changes. Okay. Don't be afraid to play with buttons, you guys. Do not be afraid. Now, let's preview it. Let's preview it. All right. What do we think, guys?
Ooh.
Is that dreamy? That's a little bit dreamy.
I like it. It reminds me of like those vacation brochures.
Mm-hmm.
They're on their destination to vacation.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So what we're going to do here then is we are going to go into the edit portion since we're ready to go. And we're going to click on this variation 1 and then click on the start variation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we get to do what? Publish the funnel.
We're done.
And we made a funnel, everybody. Now it's for real. This is a for real funnel. So we're going to click on the funnelizer here, and you're going to see my active funnels. And you can see that it's running. And then you can click on this title and get your URL, which is your fancy website that's not really a website. Okay, you guys are getting fancy pants over here. Now we're going to paste this in here and watch what happens. Ta-da. Look at that. What would you
I really
do?
like that.
I like it too. And it speaks so much about me, about like my branding and what I like to do. And, you know, I'm a little concerned about this image a little bit. So we'll see what happens. But I do like it overall. I think we'll see how the results go. So you guys, if you create something and you're feeling like it's not really capturing the attention that you want it to capture, go back in and change the wording around, do a little bit more market research, and, you know, improve it, just improve it a little bit. You know, it's still, you know, if it's not working exactly the way you want it to look, you don't have to scratch the whole thing. You can just change the wording around. You can change the images around. And still, whatever links you put out there, if you put this link in different, you know, places as we show you how to promote it, you're not losing those links. It isn't like they're going to go click on that link and suddenly it's going to be like a 404 message. You can still have those links active, but you can adjust what you want to say to make them more attractive. So was that fun? I had fun.
Love it.
So tomorrow we're going to be going over, let me just check the class schedule here. We are going to be going over and talking about your ideas for your funnels, some Q&A, some brainstorming. We're going to be exploring like what's possible for you. And I want to remind you guys to get a notebook. How many notebooks do you have, Brooke, do you think?
6.
So create a catalog of ideas, you guys, because as your ideas are coming out of your mind where you're like, I could do this, I could do this, what about this, what about this? Write out those ideas, let them be on paper so that when your belief in yourself has caught up with what you're ready to create, you have the idea where you're like, oh yeah, I had this idea. What was that idea? I don't remember what that idea was. Now you're writing it out and you're going, okay, for my goals, this is what I want to accomplish. Now, how do I make it work? As opposed to talking yourself out of it and saying, I can't make this work. This will never work. Oh my gosh, this will never work. You can make it work. And especially knowing you have some automation happening in your business, you have more time to be creative and to create and solve problems for people and to let the automation do the work for you. Right? So,
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, how many of you were just like, the heavens just opened up and the angels started singing? Because I know how that feels, you know? So, okay, that's it for us today. Brooke, did you have anything you wanted to add before we wrap this up?
I just want to say, if this still seems like it's a little much for you, you're struggling, please let us know. And those videos that MLSP has, I encourage you to watch them because they go a little bit slower and they show you different things that we may not have gone over. So I do encourage you to look at them. They're not all long. Some of them are only like 2 minutes long.
Exactly.
So they'll be shorter than this video.
Yes. But this video is really helpful too, I think, because you can come back to it. And like when you're stuck at a place where you're like, what do I do now? You can at least see, I think we pushed every button, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Just about. Okay, so thanks everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow for the live Q&A.
Bye, guys.
Bye.